Did we start the bear market already, or can we still recover from here? As you can see, Solana went all the way down to 146. It did bounce a little bit from there. As you can see, there's an area of support right here at around 145, which it did get a bounce from. But will Solana continue dumping, or did we already bottom and will we see it continuing up from here? From what I can see on the daily chart, this area of support that we bounced from is not an incredibly strong area of support, but it has acted as support and resistance a few times in the past, mostly a lot earlier in the year, a few months ago. It's the lowest level we've seen Solana at in a few months, since about July. The fourth quarter of a post-halving year is usually an incredibly bullish period for Bitcoin, but as you see in the markets in 2025, it's not looking great so far. Now, I do still believe, as I explained in videos before, that there's still a good chance that we are still in a bull market, as long as Bitcoin doesn't close a weekly candle below 100k, probably even a couple of weekly candles below 100k. As long as that doesn't happen, there's still a good chance that we are in a bull market and we will see a bounce for Bitcoin, which will lead to a bounce in the entire crypto market. But right now with Solana, will this bounce hold, and have we bottomed already? There's no clear sign yet. We broke down from this wedge that we had in the past few weeks for Solana, and once we broke down from this wedge, it dumped an insane amount. We dumped about 20% in 2 days. The market is incredibly volatile at the moment, after we had a couple of months of very little volatility, especially with Bitcoin, but also with Solana. As you can see, in the month of October, it didn't move that much. It just bounced in this range up and down, and once we broke down from this range, we got a lot of volatility, which is obviously with a big correlation with Bitcoin, which also dumped a lot today. Let's now look at Solana on the hourly chart. As you can see, it dumped a lot and there's no sign of bottoming, although it does seem like this dump has been slowing down a little bit. As you can see, we got a bit of a bounce right here. As we saw on the daily chart, we can see that the move is not as volatile as it was a few hours ago, but there's still no clear sign of bottoming. We're very clearly in a downtrend right here. We can draw a line from these highs and the lows. So until we break above this high right here, I can't say that we have bottomed, and it's still not looking great for Solana on the hourly chart as well. We broke down below most significant support areas for Solana, and until Bitcoin starts doing well again, Solana will likely continue to do very poorly. If we look at Solana against Bitcoin, as you can see, it also dumped a lot against Bitcoin. So although Bitcoin has been doing very poorly today and in the last few weeks, really, Solana has been doing even worse, significantly worse actually. But it does seem like we may have bottomed for Solana against Bitcoin. I can't really say for sure just yet. We need to see this high being broken above. So again, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. Basically everything relies on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can get a bounce from here, which I think it most likely will, I think that we will likely see at least a local bottom for Bitcoin in the coming days, somewhere in the next week or two, as I explained in my video about Bitcoin before. Then we will likely also see altcoins getting some sort of a relief rally. But as I explained in videos before, I still expect Bitcoin to outperform altcoins, with Solana included, until Bitcoin starts doing well again and approaching new all-time highs. In my opinion, altcoins will continue to do very poorly, and we will see Bitcoin dominance continuing to rise. So until that happens, I don't think it makes much sense to get into Solana over Bitcoin, or really into any other altcoins. Of course, this isn't financial advice, but that's just what I'm thinking. So in conclusion, I do think that we are likely approaching a local bottom for Solana sometime soon, but I still think that it will likely continue underperforming Bitcoin in the coming weeks, at least until Bitcoin reaches new all-time highs, and probably also until Ethereum also reaches new all-time highs. Both of these are looking very far away right now. Bitcoin is sitting 20% below its all-time highs. Ethereum even more than that, about 35% below its all-time highs. So if the bear market already started, Solana is going to do very, very poorly, and holding Solana right now would be very dangerous. And if the bull market is still continuing, which I think it most likely will, but it's looking less and less certain as Bitcoin continues to drop. So if we are still in a bull market, then Solana will likely continue to underperform Bitcoin and probably also Ethereum until they start to do well again and approach new all-time highs. That's going to be it for this update, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe. I will keep updating you guys on what I'm thinking as things unfold. So make sure to subscribe to not miss any future updates about Solana, Bitcoin, and the crypto market in general. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.